This episode is brought to you by Elevate OS, the only all-in-one community operating system. Elevate OS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today I wanted to take a brief moment and just describe something that I heard from, let's just label them as an inspector in the multifamily space. We were going through a refi at one of our properties, and the inspector came out, and we were just actually having some conversation prior to going out to walk units and walk the property, walk the common areas. And he asked the question, are you on an automated system for your lead procurement? And we said no, but this particular property had been part of another portfolio in a third-party property management reporting relationship where they did use an AI leasing workflow. And the inspector said, I got to tell you, I shop properties on the front end that have one or the other, humans and or an AI leasing workflow. And he said, humans for the win. Those were his words, humans for the win. Because in going through several different leasing processes or workflows that are automated in nature or handled by, call it a bot or an LLM or an AI leasing, whatever you want to label that, the experience was very subpar. And then when he would get into the community and he would have conversations with leasing consultants and system managers and property managers, the workflow was really broken. And the on-site leasing team that was being governed by this technology or used this technology on a daily basis were fielding complaints from consumers or are fielding complaints from consumers about how clunky the system is, where there are clunky handoffs, whether it be clunky responses to inquiry, et cetera, et cetera. It just seems like AI is not 100% ready for prime time. It's getting there. It's getting better. I'm sure there are companies who have good infrastructures and good structured data where the experience is much better than companies that don't have very good or structured data or very messy data. I'm sure that experience, if you compare and contrast those two, you'd probably give the win to the AI in a good structured environment. But lots of things important as it relates to putting AI technology in place in your organization. We are taking the approach at our multifamily group in Axia Residential to get our data automated on the front side from prospect procurement right through the digital, sort of a digital approval process and a digital lease signing process, so that input side of the equation, that part of the workflow should be near flawless in terms of the data that goes into our system. So all of our websites are structured in a way that they speak to an LLM or to a consumer base who's making inquiry of it, all the way through the Q&As that might be related to an application process and an approval process, and all the way through the Q&As that might happen as a result of the application process. So all of that data is being structured in a way that very few humans touch it, so that the idea that an error would be there would be pretty minimal in nature. So that way, in the end, when we have these AI leasing experiences or workflows put out into the world, into the wild, there are few errors, or the people who are actually interacting with them will have an experience that is better than best. It's just hopefully world class. But we're doing a lot of work on the front end to get it to the point where when it actually gets executed, it'll be fantastic. So lots to think about there, because everyone from consumers to inspectors who are shopping your property, from industry professionals who are actually shopping your properties and giving feedback, it's important. It's a mark on your brand. It's a first impression. It's all the things that marketers go crazy about, and you should too. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.